hope you're well. My name is Mbadi Soke, and I am a lover of all things mental health related, and also your host for Power Circle Conversations. So, invited to today's conversation, we're going to be talking about vision boards, and this time actually making digital vision boards, right? Instead of like the actual paper cutting out pictures type of vision board that you probably already have. The one that you made in the beginning of the year or at the end of last year, preparing for this year, it's time to actually look back at that vision board, and we're going to come up with a way to see how we can create one now that's going to take us from July to the end of the year. It's already July. Firstly, because life happens. You probably have achieved some goals. You probably need to let go of some things. Some things might have shifted. It's totally okay. Some things might have adjusted. It's time for you to move with those adjustments. That's completely okay. But also sometimes you might need the reminder and to reconnect yourself with your desires again so that you can get back into working towards what you need to work towards. The reason why every time I spoke about creating a vision board at the end of the year, preparing for the following year, I always say that the vision board needs to be coupled with a mood board that you keep editing every 3 months. And it's basically the vision board would be the big one, and then my mood board would be the digital one, which today is going to be different. We're going to be creating an all digital one, an all digital vision board. But my mood board would be a digital one that is just something that I keep going back to every 3 months, because I do know that in December we're creating a vision board for January for the whole coming year. And the issue is that by the time February hits, something has already happened. You had to take a loan, so your financial goals have adjusted. You had to take a break because you got a hit emotionally, and that means that certain things you cannot do, as you wanted to. Maybe you planned on finishing 5 books a month, but you didn't have that time at that time, and now you didn't get to do that 5 books a month, and all of that things happen. So if you don't keep going back to look at what's been going on and adjusting and making sure that you bring yourself back to focus, if you need to bring yourself back to focus, then you're going to have a problem with losing focus on your goals and then reaching the end of the year and thinking your vision board did not work for you. Whereas all you needed to do was to go back to it every now and then and remind yourself why you were creating certain habits in the beginning of the year and why you're working towards certain things, why you're putting a certain amount of effort towards certain things. We get it. For the purpose of this digital vision board that we're creating, what exactly are you going to need? Your trusted digital device, that's going to be your laptop, your tablet, your cell phone. I'm going to be creating this on my cell phone, and then I just go onto the same account on Canva and download it on my laptop. I'll show you the whole thing. But either way, right? The one that you use most of the time. You're going to need a Pinterest account. Highly recommend it. You don't have to do it. You don't have to get it. But to fully be a part of this, I really recommend it. Next thing you're going to need is a Canva account as well. Free or the paid version. I've never paid for Canva. I don't think I'm in a really professional space digitally to get to the point where I'm going to be like, okay, now I'm going to be paying for a Canva as yet. So no need for that. Use your free templates. And the ones that I'm going to be showing you that I've done before, which were mood boards for the most part, were basically created out of Canva's free parts, okay, not from the paid Canva. The next thing you're going to need is a notepad and a pen. You've got some writing down to do. I believe in writing down, even though we're going to be doing this digital, but I do believe in not letting go of the writing down part of things. Lastly, is your positive mindset, is your goal setting mindset, is your excited to achieve mindset. That's what you're going to bring over here. Because other days, you know what I mean, you feel low, you don't feel like you're going to be able to achieve, you don't feel like you're doing good enough and whatever. But when you're goal setting, that's your space to dream. So put that all aside and work towards this, making your brain excited about what you can and what you will achieve. Step 1. We're going to need to go back to the vision board that we had already created. I hope you had already created a vision board. But go back to the vision board that you already created. If not, go back to your notebook that you know where you had written down your dreams and your goals and whatever. That's the first place you need to start at. We are in the middle of the year. We're working towards finishing off the year really great. We're not starting from scratch. We're starting from somewhere, and we're just bringing our minds back into focus, right? So let's start off with going back to the vision board that we already created. still in step one. Secondly, get your notebook and your pen, or open a new document if you're the person that focuses better with typing things out, especially because you're going to be using a digital device to really create this thing. Asking yourself the question, what goals have you achieved this far? So far in the year, what goals have you achieved? And look at those and celebrate the little wins or the big wins that you have already gone through. This is based on the vision board that you already created. And why you have the notebook is so that you can have all the notes that you opened up, put down what you've achieved on your vision board so far, but also what you have achieved that had nothing to do with your vision board. Life happens, right? Things happen out of nowhere. We achieve while we're losing some, or we're getting hurt in other spontaneous ways. We're also winning in spontaneous ways. So those things need to be put down so you can remind yourself to celebrate. We kind of forget to celebrate ourselves. So you can remind yourself to celebrate by that. The next point, part of step one, are there any goals that need tweaking or letting go of? And this is going to help you do what? Create your adjustments. You might need to adjust. This is a personal thing. So there's no feeling of being ashamed, there's no feeling of being disappointed. It's all you talking to yourself about what you have been doing and where you are going. Next question you need to ask yourself is, what are you most excited about for the rest of this year? And this could be based on what has already happened so far that is making you excited about the rest of the year, or based on you looking at your vision board again and being like, oh my goodness, I remember this and so vividly why I wanted to do it, and I actually still have the chance to do it. I'm going to get to it. But jot down what you are most excited about achieving the rest of the year. Step two, Pinterest is going to be your BFF when it comes to inspiration. Again, we've got 3 points that we need to look at while we're on step two. The first step is going to be creating a board that is specifically for the second half of this year. Remember, on Pinterest, you can create boards. You can also privatize these boards. If you know that you've got a lot of people that you know you might go through your Pinterest and whatever that you've pinned over there, you can create a private board there that is specifically for the second half of this year, and put everything that is attractive to you when it comes to achieving these goals in that board. The second point under step two is searching keywords that are related to your goals. Look for pictures that have to do with career advancement, or say pictures that have to do with meetings, right? Handshakes, girls at a meeting, girls on a trip, things like that. Healthy eating habits, dream vacations, whatever, but like specific words that are going to show you pictures of things that you like and pictures of things that you feel connects to you. And the third point is to pin the images and quotes and anything that resonates with you. Don't just pin images, pin quotes as well, because I think quotes and words are really great reminders of who you are and where you're going and where you come from. These are reminders at a time that you might not feel you're reminding yourself enough. So make sure that you're putting really good words that are feeding your heart and feeding your mind, feeding your dreams as well. Make sure you're putting those good words in that board. Time for step three. This is okay, actually all these steps are pretty cool because they're nice and visual and all of that. It's pretty exciting, but this is another exciting one. We're now going on Canva and it's time for us to get creative. When we get to Canva, if you don't have an account, log in using your email. If you have an account, great, let's get to it. Remember, you don't have to use the paid version. Cool. So a few things that we're going to be doing with step three on Canva. I think I've got like 4 points for you. The first point in step three is that you're going to be choosing a template or that you're going to be starting from scratch. I prefer choosing a template that's already there and then editing the template as opposed to starting from scratch. I don't think I'm that creative, but I know how to get creative with direction. I hope that makes sense. But as soon as I get a template, I can really transform that thing completely into something that is personalized for me in that way, as opposed to getting a blank page and being like, yo, where do I start? Then I'm just going to put a picture and a word and a picture and a word and a picture and a word. And no, we're trying to get excited about these goals that we are setting. So I prefer getting a template. If you know you're creative enough, then go all the way, go ham with starting from scratch. But I would say get a template and then edit from there. The second point is that you're going to be uploading your favorite images and inspirational quotes from Pinterest. I prefer Pinterest specifically over any other place because the quality of the images you're going to get over there is really good. And while we're on Pinterest, please download the images, okay? Don't screenshots. That's the reason why we're not using Google Images, because Google Images is only gonna probably give us the chance to screenshot. Don't screenshot. Just the three dots next to the picture there. You click on that, it'll download the image or download. I don't know. You're gonna see something saying download. Or click on download, and you're gonna be able to have that picture in your gallery. You don't lose your people that screenshot from Pinterest stress me out because then the quality of the picture. And the reason why we're going on Pinterest is for the quality of the picture. But anyway, so now this is the part where you upload your favorite images from your board, your Pinterest board, onto your Canva template, right? That you're also editing and moving around. You're not just uploading your favorite images, you're also uploading your favorite quotes, inspirational quotes, words, kind things to feed your heart and your mind, please. We need to add being kind to ourselves onto our vision board. The third point in step 3 still is using affirmations, writing down positive statements about your goals. Okay, so I repeated so many times this part that I think I say it not realizing it that I already had put it in my notes for the next point because I really believe in it. Lipstick is fighting us. I'm not trying to eat matcha. Please do add words of affirmation. You're talking to yourself over here, so talk to yourself really nice. And like I said, that creating a vision board with you bringing the positive mentality and your dream big mentality onto this whole creation, you also bring in I am the best of the best and I am capable and lovely and exciting and all of that stuff, because all the other days in a year can be really tough for you to put yourself in that space. But when you are planning about you and you're dreaming about you and you're working on you, this current moment has to be about putting in all the feel good energy into you. The fourth point in step 3 is don't forget to add a picture of yourself. And this is possibly in the middle so that you can see your vision surrounded by you. I think this works. It depends on who you are. I do believe it's a really good idea to do that, to have a picture of yourself and then everything around you. That is great. I do think that it works. I think also have a look at, like, think of what type of person you are, because for me, it doesn't work. For me, I find pictures of girls that look like me, people that look like me, right? So I'll choose a girl with just about my skin tone, with just about the same type of hair, possibly doing the same type of career that I'm in or putting as a goal over there, because that reminds me that another girl is capable, therefore you are capable. But also, you could have a picture of you, and that could remind you that that means you are capable of moving from where you are right now into all of that. So it depends on how vision, images, whatever things work in your mind when it comes to convincing yourself and reminding yourself of who you are, who you could be. Depends on what it looks like in your head. So because I understand what it's going to look like in my head, I know what's going to work and what's not going to work. Just have a think of what's going to work for you. Step 4. Save your vision board as your wallpaper on your phone, your lock screen, or your desktop background. You have to do that. That's your reminder. If you don't do that one, then print it out and hang it out somewhere that you're gonna be seeing on a daily. Say maybe, I mean, it doesn't have to be like on your kitchen wall or anything, but it can be on the inside of your closets. Then you know only you go through that part for the most part. People, when they come and visit your home, they're not going to see your goal of saving 500 Rand. They're not going to know what's there. You know what your goal is and why it's there and why it's looking like that, right? So you're going to be able to see it that way. Yeah, my battery here by my notes is telling me things. Okay, so yeah, print it out possibly if that works for you. Then the third point is, remember that the reason why you have to have it printed out or as a wallpaper background, desktop background, whatever, is so that this goal stays active in your mind. and so that you can remind yourself to keep working towards your goals. That's just the only purpose of having step 4. Okay, making sure you're putting it in a place that is going to keep you like, I see it, I know what I'm working towards. All right, guys, now we know everything that has to do with our vision board, what we need to do, and how we're going to put it together. And we're probably at a point where we're really excited about it, right? But I would love for us to also understand creating a vision board as much as it is fun and it is empowering and helpful in terms of reminding you to take charge of your goals. But please remember to prioritize your mental health along that way, along that journey. In fact, you might want to put something about your mental health on your vision board so that you're able to balance that with achieving your goals. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on something. You're going to misstep somewhere. And it's not a good idea. You don't want to be working so hard towards everything else that you're canceling out your mental health, right? So make sure you're prioritizing your mental health while you're working towards your goals. If you feel overwhelmed, please take a break. If you don't also give yourself gaps to take a break, your body will force you to take a break at the most inconvenient time. At the most inconvenient time. So do make sure that you're taking breaks in between. But again, take another break when you're feeling overwhelmed. Practice self-care activities. In fact, add those self-care activities on your vision board so you are reminded to take them even when you are feeling in hustle mode. Then you remember that hustle mode includes self-care, and you put it there on your goals as well, on your vision board. Lastly, don't be afraid to ask for professional help. It is okay. You might need it. It might be the best thing for you in that moment. So then go for it. You feel you might need professional help, please go and get it. It is available, by the way. It is available. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has inspired you to create a vision board, a digital vision board that is going to help you get through the rest of this year and get excited about the rest of this year and achieve what you need to achieve for the rest of this year. All right? Please do all the great things for this channel, which includes liking and subscribing, so that YouTube is aware that somebody's liking this, which means we can let other people know about it. Somebody out there might really need to hear this information. And hit that notification bell so that you're notified the next time I drop another video. So yeah, I think we're on like 430 subscribers now. Still trying to reach 1,000. Please help us get to 1,000. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. And we can reach it. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Most importantly, take care of your mental health.